Let's talk about creating effective Google Ads headlines. We do see a lot of people messing this up where they don't really invest any time or energy into creating compelling headlines. Oftentimes they just use a couple of different headlines for their ads, which tends to not work as well. So let's talk about what makes an effective headline, what should be in the headlines of your Google Ads, and then I'll show you some examples here in a second in an actual Google Ads account. So if we do a search for Phoenix garage door repair, right, like garage door repair in Phoenix, Arizona, basically, we start to see a whole bunch of ads show up here that say garage door stuff and Phoenix. So like this one says Phoenix garage door repair service. This one says Phoenix garage door pros. This one just says garage door repairs. But you'll notice that in each of these headlines, garage door is included, and most of them also have garage door repair, and some of them have this full keyword, right? That's done intentionally, because if somebody does a search for Phoenix garage door repair, and then your ad says Phoenix garage door repair, then there's a really high chance that they're going to find your ad to be congruent with what they just searched for, and you're going to get a higher click-through rate, which just means more people will click on your ads after doing a search on Google, which then improves all sorts of metrics that Google Ads tracks and will help you get better results with less ad spend, essentially less money put towards the ads themselves. And that's the first headline. So typically the first headline is going to be very keyword rich. So it's going to call out the product or service and the location in which you provide that product or service. Products are usually more on a national scale, so you don't need to necessarily say like in the USA or anything like that. But if you're a local service-based business like garage door repair or even a roofing company, then you want to try to use your local area in your ads. So this is Phoenix roof repairs, so searching for Phoenix roofers. This is Mesa, which is a part of Phoenix. And that's going to help with the congruency of your ads. And then on top of that, you'll notice that there are these secondary headlines, or the second part of the headline. This is technically one headline. This is technically a second headline, and then Google Ads combines those together into one full-blown headline. And after mentioning the service area and the type of service offered, all of these companies are adding in some other indicator of their credibility. So Access Roofing, this might be a big company that a lot of people know about, so it'd be beneficial to have the business name up here. We guarantee 100% satisfaction. So that's like qualifying the service, if you will. If we come back here, you can see same-day service available, 5-star rated garage repair, $0 service call in Phoenix. And so it's like the area that you're serving and the service that you offer, or just the product. That's going to be this first headline here. And then the secondary headlines are supporting they're supporting the information in the first headline. So not only are we a Phoenix garage door repair service, but we also have $0 service call fee in Phoenix. So those two are predominantly going to make up the headlines that you use in Google Ads. And if we come over here to an actual Google Ads account, we can look at an example Google Ads campaign, or I should say a Google ad, an example here. And this is a responsive search ad, which is the new type of ad that Google allows you to set up in a standard search campaign. And of course, you'll have to add in your final URL, which is the page you send the traffic to. But then you'll see that there's a bunch of different options here, like 15 different options, or 15 slots where you can put different headlines in. And what we find works really well is to have the first few headlines be the service and the city that you serve. Sometimes you'll even find good results by pinning these to the very top, which basically just tells Google Ads that you only want them to show up in this first part of the ad here, which is what you're seeing. It's switching between Phoenix custom closets and custom closets in Phoenix, Arizona here. And then it'll use all of these other qualifiers like 40 years of experience, family owned and operated, We do design and installation, on and on and on, right? Even like discount offers, etc. So what that'll do is it'll have Google Ads use the city and the service as the first headline here. And then it will test out using these headlines with all of these other headlines and determine on its own which is going to perform best for your company. And it just does that with artificial intelligence. Basically, AI algorithms combine all these different variations of headlines to form your ads, and then they test those to figure out what's actually getting you the best results. So if you're setting up a new campaign or you're optimizing an existing one, just make sure that you have your product listed out in a few different ways, like whatever type of product it is that you're offering, and try to match that to the search term people are searching for. So for this case, people would be searching like Phoenix custom closets, and then they would see this as the first headline. You can even pin a few of these if you want. And then have a whole bunch of, like, the more the merrier is kind of the strategy here. The more supporting headlines you can put in here, the more variations Google Ads can create and test to determine what's actually going to work best. Because sometimes you're going to be like, I think this combination is going to be awesome, but that ends up not being so great, and there's some other weird combination that you would never expect, and that performs the best, right? So that's why Google's constantly testing these to figure out what works best. So that's pretty much it in terms of Google Ads headlines. I mean, there's a lot more I could go into, but in terms of a high-level view, that's the core elements that you need to know. But if there is anything that you did have questions about, don't hesitate to reach out. You can just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there.
Look, if you're the type of person that just doesn't even want to deal with Google Ads anymore, then you can always reach out to me. My company is Missoula SEO Geek. I'll leave a link to my website down below, but we do manage Google Ads for different companies and different industries, and you can come learn about what we do, what makes us unique. You can even read some of the testimonials from some businesses that we've taken from 0 to over $1 million in revenue, like this one here. And really just see that, this is the type of thing that's going to explode your business growth. So feel free to reach out. You can always give us a call or contact us through our website, and look forward to working with you.